Hello students, this video is part 4 on chapter 8. In this video, I'm going to discuss with you NCERT numericals. Now let's see important formulae which we studied in this chapter. The first formula is speed. Speed is equal to distance travelled divided by time taken. V is equal to S divided by T. SI unit is meter per second. And the second formula, average speed, total distance travelled divided by total time taken. SI unit is also meter per second. Third formula, velocity, displacement divided by time taken. SI unit, meter per second. Average velocity, total displacement divided by total time. We have two formula as I told you for average velocity. First one is total displacement divided by total time. And the second formula is initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2. That is u plus v divided by 2. So according to your given value, you should change your formula. And the next is acceleration, rate of change of velocity. So change in velocity divided by time, v minus u, final velocity minus initial velocity divided by 2. For deceleration, this value should come with negative sign. And the next is equation of motion. First equation, v equal to u plus at, velocity time relationship. Second equation, s equal to ut plus half at squared. Third equation, v squared equal to u squared plus 2as. And the next formula, uniform circular motion. Velocity is equal to 2 pi r divided by t. So 2 pi r is nothing but the distance covered by an object and t is time taken. SI unit meter per second. For acceleration, SI unit is meter per second squared. First question. During an experiment, a signal from a spaceship reached the ground station in 5 minutes. What was the distance of the spaceship from the ground station? The signal travels at the speed of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, so what are all your given questions, given values? So 5 minutes time period is given and speed of light, signal travels at the speed of light 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So speed is given, time period is given. Time is 5 minutes, so you should convert into seconds. Why? Because speed is given in terms of meter per second, right? So 5 into 60, to convert minute into second, you should multiply by 60, 300 seconds. Then, what is the formula? Speed is equal to distance divided by time. So speed is denoted by v. So speed equal to s divided by t. You need this distance. So cross multiply this. So s equal to v into t. So 3 into 10 to the power 8 multiplied by 300 seconds. So 300 you can write like 3 into 10 to the power 2. Right? Then the answer is 9 into 10 to the power 10 meters. This is your distance. Second question. An athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter 200 meters in 40 seconds. What will be the distance covered and displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds? This is your question. Okay. So I've given the diagram parallel to this question. So athlete, he completes one round of a circular track of diameter. Diameter of this circular track is given, that is 200 meters. He is completing this one complete rotation, one complete round in 40 seconds. In 40 seconds. What will be the distance covered and displacement? Distance and also you should calculate displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds. So, right. Now, you should write all the given values. Diameter of a circular track 200 meters. So, what is the radius? Diameter divided by 2. Am I right? Then, radius is 100 meters. Time taken for one round is 40 seconds. So, what is the distance covered? We know the formula to find the distance. For this one complete rotation, what is the distance? circumference of this circle. So what is the circumference formula for a circle? 2 pi r. So 2 into 22 by 7, pi value 22 by 7 into r, radius is 100. So you can calculate speed of the athlete now. Okay, so distance divided by time is also given in the question itself, 40 seconds, right? So 2 into 22 by 7 into 100 divided by 40. So this is your speed of the athlete. Therefore, distance covered in 140 seconds. What is this 140? How it came? 2 minutes 20 seconds. So 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. 2 minute equal to 120 seconds. So 2 minute and 20 seconds is equal to 140 seconds. So distance covered in 140 seconds is equal to speed into time. Right? So 4400 divided by 7 into 40 into 2 into 60 plus 20. You can write 140 also in place of this. So your answer is 2200 meters. Fine. And the next. So distance we calculated. In 140 seconds, how much distance he covered? 2200 meters. Right? And how many rounds he covered? You should convert into rounds. So number of round in 40 seconds is 1. For one round he is taking 40 seconds. So number of round in 140 seconds. This is your question, right? So 140 divided by 40 equal to 3.5. 3.5 rounds he will complete in 140 seconds. Okay. So this is the distance covered by an athlete in 140 seconds. Then what is the displacement? What is the definition of displacement? The shortest distance covered by an object, right? So this is your initial point x and the final point is y. So in first round he will complete one complete rotation and again he will reach x. And second round again he will reach x. And third round again he will reach x. And third and a half, right? So half, again half round he will be in y. Am I right? So this is your shortest distance. So x to y. So what is the distance? What is the range in between x and y? 20 meters. That is your diameter. So 3.5, right? So displacement of the athlete with respect to initial position and the final position is diameter of the circular track 200 meters. Hope you understood this question. Third question. A motor boat starting from rest on a lake accelerates in a straight line at a constant rate of 3 meters per second squared for 8 seconds. How far does the boat travel during this time? So this is your question. So again, motor boat starting from rest on a lake accelerates in a straight line at a constant rate of 3 meters per second squared. Okay, for 8 seconds. So these three are your given values. What you should calculate? How far does the boat travel during this time? How far means the distance. So you should write all the given values like this. So initial velocity, motorboat is starting from rest in the sense initial velocity is 0 meter per second. Acceleration of the board A is equal to 3 meter per second squared and the time is 8 seconds. So these three are your given value and the distance, okay, is your question. So according to motion equation, second equation, S equal to ut plus half at squared. So u is 0, t is 3 and half, and then a is 3 and t is also given 8. So once you substitute all your value, you will get 96 meters. This is your distance covered by a boat during 8 seconds. Now we'll see fourth question. A train is traveling at a speed of 90 km per hour. Brakes are applied so as to produce a uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second squared. So once brakes are applied, the acceleration will be negative sign, minus 0.5 meter per second squared. Then what will be the final velocity? Initially it is traveling with 90 km per hour. Once you applied a brake, it will give you a negative force on a moving body, right? So your train will stop. So final velocity will be 0. Find how far the distance will go before it is brought to rest. So what is the distance the train covered before the rest position? Okay, so we'll write all the given values. So initial speed of the train is 90 km per hour. We need to convert kilometer to meter per second. Why? Acceleration is given in terms of meter per second squared. So you have to convert kilometer to meter per second, right? So this is the formula to convert kilometer to meter per second. You should multiply by 5 by 18. This I told you in the first video itself, right? Final speed of the train, V is equal to 0, right? After applying a brake, final speed will be 0. Acceleration minus 0.5 meter per second squared. So according to the third equation, so as per your given value, U, V and A is given and the question is yes. So this is the relationship to cover all the given criteria. So V squared 0 squared is equal to 25 squared plus 2 into minus 0.5 into yes. So you can find yes directly. So your answer is 625 meters. The train will cover a distance of 625 meters before it comes to rest. Now let's see fifth question. A ball is gently dropped from a height of 20 meters. Okay, so ball is gently dropped from 20-meter height. If its velocity increases uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per second squared, what velocity will it strike the ground? After what time will it strike the ground? So two questions. Okay, so your given values are the height of the ball from the ground 20 meters and a ball is gently dropped from a height of 20 meters. So before dropping, it will be in rest. Okay. So what is your question? What is the final velocity? At what velocity will it strike the ground? Okay. So once it touches the ground, what will be the velocity of a ball? And at what time will it strike the ground? What is the time period? Okay. So these two are your question and 2 plus 1 u is also your given value. So let us assume the final velocity with which a ball will strike the ground is v, final velocity, and the time period is t. Initial velocity of a ball u is equal to 0 meter per second. Before moving, before dropping, it will be in rest. Distance or height of fall, yes, is 20 meters. Downward acceleration, A is equal to 10 meter per second squared. And what is the formula which will connect all the given values? Your third equation of motion. V squared minus U squared equal to 2AS. Why? Because you can calculate V from this given value, given formula. So V squared equal to 2AS plus U squared. So substitute all your value 2 and 10A. Yes is distance, height 20 meters and U is 0. So 400. V squared equal to 400 meter per second squared. Then what is V? Take a square root. Simple. So V equal to 20 meter per second. And V is also we found. Then what is the next question? Next part of this question is time period. At what time will it strike the ground? So we know the acceleration formula. A is equal to V minus U divided by T, right? So this is your acceleration formula. So rearrange this T here in numerator. Then A will come in the denominator position. So T is equal to V minus U divided by A. Okay, so you can find T from this given formula. Then final velocity is 20, we found, and initial velocity is 0 is given in the question itself, and A is 10. So 20 divided by 10 is 2 seconds. So this is your answer. Sixth question. An artificial satellite is moving in a circular orbit of radius 42,250 km. Calculate its speed if it takes 24 hours to revolve around the Earth. See, this is your uniform circular motion. Okay. So, radius of the circular orbit is given 42,250 kilometers. R is given and speed of the artificial satellite is given 24 hours to revolve around the Earth. So, for one rotation, it will take 24 hours. Okay. So, what is your question? The speed of the artificial satellite. Okay, so let's write all the given values here. R is equal to 42,250 kilometers, time taken 24 hours, and the speed is 2 pi r divided by t because it is uniform circular motion, 2 pi r divided by t. So substitute all the given values in this formula. See, I have converted 42,250 kilometer into meter per second. Why? Because we need the speed in terms of meter per second. So multiply by 5 by 18 to convert kilometer to meter per second. So this is your answer. 3073.74 meter per second. This is the speed of artificial satellite. This is your next question. Joseph jogs from one end A to other end B of a straight 300 meters road in 2 minutes 30 seconds. So the distance is 300 meters and time taken is 2 minutes 30 seconds. And then turns around and jogs 100 meters back to the point C in another 1 minute. Okay. What are Joseph's average speed and velocities in jogging? First subdivision from A to B and from A to C. Okay. So both you should calculate for these 2 points, between these 2 points. Fine. So let us draw the diagram for easy understanding. So point A and this is point B. The distance between point A and point B is 300 meters. He covers this 300 meters in 2 minutes 30 seconds. So distance is given, time period is given. You can calculate the speed between point A to B. And after reaching point B, he returns back to point C. So what is the distance between point B to C? Is 100 meters and the time taken is 1 minute. So in 1 minute he covers 100 meters. So you should calculate average speed. So two different speed is given. You should find average speed. So let us see. Your given value from A to B 300 meters. Time taken is 2 minutes 30 seconds. So 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds is 150 seconds. And the speed between A to B is 300, that is the total distance, divided by time taken is 150. So 2 meter per second. So he travels 2 meter per second between point A to point B. And now the velocity from point A to B is displacement because it is a straight line, no shortest path. So it is a straight line between A to B. So displacement between A to B divided by time taken. So displacement is also 300 because whenever an object is traveled in a straight line, the displacement and distance are same. So 300 divided by 150 is also 2 meter per second. So the velocity is also 2 meter per second between the point A and B. So your first subdivision got over. And second subdivision. Average you should take, right? So total time taken from A to C. Time taken for AB plus time taken for BC. So what is the total time taken between A to C? This is your second subdivision. Between A to C, what is the total time taken? So 2 minutes 30 seconds plus he is returning back in 1 minute. So totally 3 minutes 30 seconds. So this is nothing but 210 seconds. And the speed. What is the total distance now? First he covers 300 meters and in while returning back he covers 100 meters. So 300 plus 100, 400. This is the distance between A to C. And the total time is 210 we found. Then this is your 1.904 meter per second is the speed between A to C. And the displacement between A to C. What is the shortest distance between A to C? So total distance from A to B is 300 and between B to C is 100. Then what is this remaining part? Yes, 300 minus 100 is 200. This is the shortest distance covered by this object through 200 meters. Okay. And what is the velocity between A to C? Displacement divided by time taken. So total time taken is 210. It won't change. And the displacement is 200. This is your answer, 0.952 meter per second. Students, hope you understood all the numericals. Again, try all the questions on your own. Thank you.